Under the starlit sky of Sicily's Valley of the Temples in Agrigento last summer, three voices rose, weaving operatic power with a modern edge that seemed to shake the ancient ruins. That was Il Volo, Piero Barone, Ignazio Baschetto, and Gianluca Ginobili, delivering a performance so fresh it redefined their legacy. Now, on October 8, 2025, the world's still talking about it. Their live album, Illinois Volo, Live at the Valley of the Temples, drops in weeks, capturing that night where opera met pop in a fearless new sound. This isn't just a concert recording. It's the sound of silence broken, a daring reinvention propelling them into new heights. Welcome back to the channel YouTube fam, where we dive into the stories behind the music. If you're new, hit subscribe and tap the bell. More deep dives are coming. Today, we're unpacking Il Volo's transformation. From teen prodigies singing classics to global icons crafting original anthems. This is interactive, so I'll pause with questions for you to answer in the comments. Let's start. What's your first memory of Il Volo? Share it below and let's kick this off. Ready? Let's soar. Think back to 2009, when three kids from Sicily and Abruzzo, Piero, Ignazio, and Gianluca, collided on Italy's Ti lascio una canzone. They weren't a band yet, just voices that clicked like fate. By 2010, Geffen Records signed them, and their self-titled debut went platinum in Italy, cracking Billboard's top 10. Tracks like Il Mondo and covers of O Sole Mio blended bel canto elegance with pop appeal, making opera feel accessible without losing its depth. They were Italy's new stars, charismatic, harmonious, and hungry. Fame's a tricky beast, though. Early tours packed arenas, from Radio City Music Hall to the Nobel Peace Prize concert alongside legends like Placido Domingo. But critics muttered, were they just polished voices leaning on classics? Sanremo 2015 shut that down. Their original song Grande Amore won the festival and took third at Eurovision, proving they were more than a novelty. It was Italy's wake-up call. Il Volo was a force. Through Latin Grammy nods, Morricone tributes, and Christmas EPs, they amassed 13 albums, millions of streams, and a global fanbase by 2024. Still, interviews hinted at restlessness. We've honored the masters, Piero told Billboard. Now we want to write our own story. Pause for you. If Il Volo covered a song that defines your life, what would it be and why? Drop it in the comments. I'll shout out the best ones in my next video. That restlessness exploded in 2024 with Ad Astra, their first full album of originals. Released March 29th on Epic Records/Sony Music Italy, it hit like a meteor. 11 tracks of introspective fire, blending orchestral swells with electronic pulses and rock-tinged guitars. The lead single, Capolavoro, Masterpiece, a Sanremo entry that went golden disc, opens with Ignazio's tenor soaring over synths. In this chaos we build our empire. It's raw, wrestling with fame's fragility while chasing eternity. The title, Ad Astra, to the stars, mirrors their evolution. From earthly covers to celestial originals. Let's get interactive. Click the link in the description to stream Capolavoro now. As it plays, ask yourself, is this the Il Volo you know, or a bolder version? In a rare group interview at the album's Rome launch, the trio opened up. We've been singing other stories, Gianluca said. His baritone steady but eyes alight. Now we're the storytellers. Ignazio laughed, adding, we wrote in hotel rooms at 3 a.m., arguing over chords like brothers, because we are. Piero, the visionary, said, this is us daring to dream bigger. No safety nets. That daring runs through every track. Fragile, a piano-driven ballad, explores fame's toll. Eclipse, with its pulsing beat, fights burnout. Collaborators like Mahmood wove in subtle rap verses, pulling pop into their orbit. Rolling Stone Italy called it a reinvention that honors roots while tearing up the map. Your turn. Which Ad Astra track hits you hardest? Capolavoro for its drama, Fragile for its heart, or something else? Vote in the poll I'm pinning, results next week. This shift didn't come out of nowhere. In 2023, after a sold-out European tour and a Morricone tribute that nodded to their past, the trio locked themselves in a Milan studio. The post-pandemic world had changed. Fans craved authenticity over escapism. Il Volo felt it too. COVID grounded us, but it unlocked our souls, Ignazio shared in an X post, reflecting on the isolation that sparked their songwriting. They drew from new influences. U2's anthemic scope, Coldplay's emotional textures, all infused with Sicilian soul. Sony producers pushed them. Live strings clashed with synth drops. Baritone depth met rock riffs. The result? An album that's 60% orchestral tradition, 40% pop rebellion, evolving their sound without losing their core. Fans went wild. Ad Astra debuted at #1 in Italy, hit top 20 across Europe, and trended globally on Spotify. X buzzed with posts like "Il Volo just leveled up, opera kids no more," from @Il Volo Siciliaf, who shared fan art of the trio as astronauts. In the US, Billboard noted a 300% stream spike among 18 to 24-year-olds, with Gen Z discovering Il Volo via TikTok clips of Capolavoro remixes. "It's more than numbers, it's connection," one fan posted. "They broke the silence on fame's struggles, it feels real." Interactive challenge. Rewrite a line from Capolavoro in the comments like, "In this chaos, we your chaos, our empire." Best one gets a shout out in my next video. Now, The Storm, their world tour 2024 to 2025, the live heartbeat of this reinvention. It launched in Japan last March, sold out and electric, then grew into a global juggernaut. By 2025, they added North American dates: Rancho Mirage in February, LA's Peacock Theater in March, and New York's Radio City Music Hall on March 21st. That NYC show was unreal. 6,000 fans chanting as they opened with Grande Amore, then pivoted to Ad Astra tracks under laser lights. Songkick raved, "Il Volo's reinvention is live fire. Classics reimagined with edge." X lit up with clips from @Arld MTV. Sold out triumph at Radio City. Il Volo owns NYC. The bold move. Blending old and new on stage. Imagine Nessun Dorma flowing into Eclipse's beat drop. Pure chills. The set list leaned 70% Ad Astra, 30% reimagined hits. Costumes evolved too, from tuxedos to metallic jackets reflecting the album's starry vibe. Production was massive. Pyrotechnics synced to vocal peaks, VR visuals and select shows for cosmic spacewalks. Tickets vanished fast. Sao Paulo's Vibra added 3 dates in October. Buenos Aires Movistar Arena on the 14th. Sold out in hours. Europe's next. Vienna's Stadthalle for 7 nights starting November 2nd. Berlin's Uber Arena. Athens' Christmas Theater on December 16th. Latin America began in Rio on October 3rd, hitting Curitiba, Santiago, Lima. Fans crossing borders for the energy. They addressed the skeptics at a pre-tour press conference. "Some thought we'd stick to covers," Gianluca said. "We're rewriting that narrative." Ignazio added, "This tour's our truth, raw and relentless." Piero sealed it. "We're not just singing, we're claiming the world." The box office backs it. Over 500,000 tickets sold by September 2025, per their official site. Social media surged. Il Volo's X gained 200,000 followers, with hashtag Il Volo Reinvented trending in 5 languages. Quick poll in the community tab. Which tour stop would you travel for? NYC's iconic stage, Rio's vibrant energy, or Vienna's classical echo? Vote and share why in the comments. The highlight. That Valley of the Temples show in July 2024. Under Agrigento's ancient columns, a UNESCO site. Il Volo performed Ad Astra in full, backed by a 50-piece orchestra. Their raw emotion needed no mics. The ruins carried their sound. "It was like singing to our ancestors," Piero said in an X video. Wind tousled and grinning. Captured for the live album out August 29th, It's More Than Music. A bonus DVD shows writing sessions in Sicily, tour bus confessions, and the trio toasting with Limoncello post-show. Standouts include Capolavoro with crowd harmonies and Fragile, acoustic under the stars. Pre-orders are soaring. It's their most personal release yet. This reinvention is spreading. Rumors hint at an Ad Astra remix EP with EDM artists. They're auctioning tour guitars for Sicilian youth music programs, giving back in a big way. Fan communities like at Il Volo at FP host global watch parties, sharing stories of personal reinvention. It's a movement, inspiring new opera pop acts and TikTok challenges with Eclipse choreography. What's next? The tour wraps in December 2025, but talk of a 2026 Italian arena run. Tutti per uno. Ad Astra Live Nai Palasport. Hints at more. "We're just warming up," Gianluca teased on X. Il Volo isn't chasing trends. They're setting them. Final interactive moment. If you could ask Il Volo one question about their reinvention, what would it be? Share in the comments. Maybe it'll spark a fan Q&A on the channel. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Like if Ad Astra shook up your playlist, subscribe for more, and tell me your Il Volo origin story. Until next time, keep reaching for the stars. What's playing in your ears right now?